So the on Reddit now this is a big thing that just happened today. So basically, what happened? There is this subsection. I'm assuming of Vice. It's called Vice Motherboard. I don't know shit about it. The only thing that I know is that they ran a piece about how there's this that the title says something along the lines of suicide video of kid committing suicide still up after 9 hours. Now, of course, that's just a bait and whatever. Anybody who knows anything about our Watch People Die will know that there are a couple of I'm sure there are a couple of suicide videos up there. Mainly there I've definitely seen a couple. Mainly it's just a pure accidental, pure whatever, freak accidents, and some very famous stuff. Uh, but so what's going on now is that the admins seem to don't like what's going on here. So I thought so the Watch People Die subreddit was down for just a little bit. I thought it was whatever. They said they were just putting it on hold or whatever while they're figuring out, trying to do damage control, because I guess a lot of people follow this Vice motherboard, whatever it is. Uh, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and read what one of the mods is saying about all of this. Um, and I gotta say, it kind of got to me a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and read this. Now this is from the mod Greed Eater. Um, so he said, "I'm eating. I'm eating pizza right now, responding to the people who can't see the redirect on the sub. It's a decent pizza, made it myself, dough and all. Bet you didn't think I could cook. Most people don't. Things ain't good here for the sub either. The conversation we are having with admins is not one at all, more akin to throwing stones against a brick wall. It's pretty clear to me their mind is made up, even if they say otherwise. As a mods, we have said all we can, some of us politely, others not so much. Now it's your turn. I need every single one of you, regulars, lurkers, all of you, to comment on why you come back to our Watch People Die. What this place means to you. Don't go to a link or do your usual thing. This may not do fuck all to change your minds, or it might. Do you want to be the voice for the community? Now's the time. The people who have said this sub has changed their mind about suicide? It's time to speak up. The random lurkers who feel guilty about coming here, now is the time to speak up. The people who were here from the start, helping and preserving the sub to become the amazing place it is today, now is the time to speak up. I'm finishing this pizza and demodding myself from 43 odd subs I moderate, with the exceptions of Tejmar's user page, because I don't work out how to do it, and a short story sub I've been working on for years. Gonna dump what I have there, demod, then nuke my account. This is really good pizza. Made the sauce as salty as I can. Capirs, habaneros, bit of salami. The salt pun wasn't intended. Apparently drunk me is wittier. Go figure. That's what I'm gonna remember about this site. The taste of pizza. Not the foul taste in my mouth of the admin's actions. No reactions I have left. Anyway, speak up, cross post where you can, make some fucking noise, or unsubscribe. Now's the time. Save the sub or abandon it. We tried. I failed. Like usual, I guess. Hooroo, Jack. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the term hooroo, but that's like the Australian way of saying goodbye. Um, P.S. A special fuck you for Vice. Was only a scant few years ago you were publishing photos of people's outfits and shaming them for it, and a distinctive article from a bloke photographing his turds. Photographing his turds after eating nothing but creamed corn for a month. Fitting, that last bit. So anyway, yeah, I guess they're shutting it down, and I mean, this, like you said, this is last attempt to. He got gilded 4 times, by the way. Um, so he's saying this is the last attempt for people to say things in hopes that maybe people will read it, and I love the responses here. So the top comment right now, I think, is saying from Mr. Biscuits 93. I think death and dying are romanticized in movies and TV, and I think it's important for people to be exposed to the real thing and understand the gravity of the topic. Um, So yes, I mean it's death is a part of life, and I'm gonna get. I wrote my own response. And I'm gonna go on to that in just a second. Um, this guy is referencing to somebody else. This guy said on the other pinned post that sometimes you have to watch someone die to appreciate being alive, which is my big reason for lurking around here too. Sorry if the quote isn't right. Blah blah blah. Another man is saying here. Well, he says, every time I browse the top posts of the week, it centers me, forces me to appreciate life. A priest collapsing from a heart attack reminds me to keep up with my health and the diet. Let me see. What do you think of the second beer? Whenever there's the crash or anything like that, you know, I'm just trying to find some really good ones. I'm a police officer, RLEO verified. This sub helps me do my job better. Everything from accident reconstruction to crime scene investigation. It's hard to find real-world scenario reconstructions that are anywhere as near as accurate as those videos depict. This sub isn't about glorifying people's death. It's about reality. Reality is people die. Some by accident, some by murders, some by their own hands. Something to be learned from each and every video posted here. And that's very important. Got gilded twice for that. Sub makes me appreciate life more. It makes me lucky to be alive. All the stupid things that can happen to me. Blah, 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 you know. Really good stuff. I want to go ahead and read my shit. It's really fucking long. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and read it. If you don't want to hear it, it's fine. But you can stop the video now, you know. But the point of the matter is, this is not the direction we can go. We can't go down this road in which when somebody says something or writes an article, something as drastic as banning a subreddit like this just to appease what, you know? And this is not just all Vice's fault. This is definitely Reddit's fault. Yeah, I mean, this is the admins, you know, it gives a bad image and it loses them money. So what do they want more? Do they want to have that speech, or do they want to have their money? And it's clear that YouTube has chosen, you know, whatever. But I don't want Reddit to be like YouTube. I've known Reddit for a very long time, and you know, it's my go-to. Now, go ahead and go to what, you know, I cover all this in the thing. But all right, so here's what I said. I said to the admins regarding the banning of our Watch People Die. I've seen some subreddits come and go. Fat people hate Coontown, raping women, etc. Probably some I don't know about because I'm not sick in the head. I don't keep up with every single one. I think that yes, these have understandable cases for why these subreddits shouldn't exist. I think most people believe so too. I did frequent fat people hate for the lulz because there was some pretty funny stuff up there. But maybe don't have hate in the name of the subreddit and it wouldn't be too much of a problem, you know. I'm a liberal. I would consider myself quite progressive, in fact. And so when I hear about conservatives bellyaching about YouTube demonetizing whatever, I just think, well, yeah, well, they do it on our side too. They're a private entity and they can do whatever they want. I for sure don't agree with it, but it's the nature of the beast. The one difference between YouTube and Reddit, though, as a platform for free speech and uncensored media, is that I could trust Reddit to not go down the route of bowing before the media overlords. Sorry for sounding like a Alex Jones freak there, but they would never have to censor themselves for someone's idiotic opinion. I may be wrong thinking it hasn't happened up to this point. You know, I'm not exactly, you know, this is the first I'm seeing something as drastic as this. Now things have changed. I love Reddit. It's such a bastion of the best parts of humankind, and the worst parts too. Because Reddit is love, Reddit is life. And in life, you have to have the good with the bad, the dark with the light, the yin with the yang. You ever had a PB&J sandwich that was made just right with a glass of ice-cold milk? Fucking great, right? But what if someone came in your home and took your jelly? You're just stuck with a peanut butter sandwich. You still have your milk, but it's just not the same. The jelly represented the dark parts of life, and those too ignorant to see that we have to have jelly for a good life are too naive for their own good and everyone around them. Jelly is the scraped knee when you were a kid. It's the hurt of betrayal when your friends turn on you, when you see your crush with some other jerk, when you've made a bad call on your bike and broke your leg, when you've left the stove on and burnt your house down. Jelly helps us learn. It makes us stronger, better, more aware and informed to do better and make the right decisions. I know this site is morbid and scary to outsiders. People would assume that the people of this page are not right in the head. At a glance, it could look that way, but this subreddit is more than just the sum of its parts. It's a place to learn and understand, a place to gain perspective on the fragility of life. It's not hateful. It's not bad. Of course, people who come here have a morbid fascination with the concept of death, but who doesn't, you know? So when Vice or whatever points out that someone committing suicide is on our Watch People Die subreddit, I think really there's nothing else in the world going on. There's no other worse video you could have pointed out. There's some pretty disturbing videos on here. Videos of people who didn't make the choice to die. Those people in other parts of the country have such terrible things happening to them. When we hear on the news 12 ISIS members killed in bombing along with 3 civilians, it doesn't really help paint the picture, does it? What do you do when you read that? You say, well, that sucks. And you keep on scrolling. But this video or GIF of the person committing suicide is the one on our Watch People Die subreddit. Hold on. Okay. This video or GIF of the person committing suicide, choosing to end his own life, and before you suicide apologists say he didn't have the willpower to keep going on, or yada, well, he didn't do it to himself, he couldn't take it anymore. The fact is, the person did do it to themselves. And banning a subreddit wouldn't stop the video from existing. Maybe suicide videos are not particularly beneficial to view. It's never pretty, there's not a lot to learn, and like most deaths, they're always very tragic. This is why we need to keep our Watch People Die, because it is hard to watch. Life is hard, and we need to face it head on. But much more importantly than that is that good subreddits should not be censored by those refusing to understand them. To deny people this subreddit would be to deny people reality, and I really don't want to have to admit to conservatives that the outrage is changing the way we do things. Just because some people are offended does not mean they're in the right, and you people know this. I don't want to go down this road with you, Reddit. I don't want this to be the beginning of the end. I need to stop typing now, and I think I've said what I needed to say, but just one last quip before I go. When Trump was elected, a lot of people seemed to give up. Said they were gonna go to more, move, or lost faith in the system, and so on and so forth. I said, fuck that. This is my goddamn country that I love. I was born here, and I'll be damned if I let this one bad chapter ruin the book that is America. I'm gonna fight for this shit. If Trump is who we choose, then it's time to get better. So if we choose this path, if you choose to ban our Watch People Die, I'm going to make sure to fight you. And I will do so, and continue to do so, until it hurts you, because I love this damn website, and I'm not leaving without getting better and trying. So yeah, that was it. Might be a little abrupt ending, but this is not how it should be, because I know it sounds like the slippery slope argument, but it's like, really, after fat people hate, it's whatever. Yeah, don't have hate in the subreddit name. Coontown, pure racism. We shouldn't have that. I don't understand how we're gonna ban our Watch People Die before we ban Reddit the Donald. And this is not for the sake that I fucking hate Trump. He's a piece of shit. But I don't hate him so much where I don't agree with people's ability to say things, and whatever they want on the internet. First Amendment rules, whatever. So long as you're not hurting anybody. But the Donaldism is an exception. It's toxic. It's very bad. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on the whole Charlottesville thing, but I think I was reading I don't know if it's attributed to that guy, if he was normal, whatever. The fact of the matter is, it's people have been yelling for its banning. Redditors have been yelling for its banning for a long ass time. Nothing. Vice makes one fucking article, and this is the end of our Watch People Die? Are you fucking kidding me? So yeah, I'm pissed. I think a lot of people need to be pissed because it's not just about the content on that site. It's about the principle. So I hope this gets spread around. I hope people listen because it's really pissed me off. Things are changing with this site, and I don't want it to change because it needs to stay the way it is. It's important. It's one of the best sites in which you can say what needs to be said and not have to worry about being censored. But this is not the path we can go on. And if it is a path, well, fuck. I guess we're gonna have to find an alternative then, or something, because things are changing. All right. Well, thanks for listening. Stay informed. You know, I might make more videos soon. I don't know. But anyway, all right. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for listening.